Hey Internet, welcome to my vlog for August the 22nd. It's Monday. I took the weekend off and I've got two things to talk about today. First thing I want to mention is that my good friend Jim Elliott and I spent a bit of time earlier this year down in Seattle with the good folks at Medbridge, who do a great job of putting together online professional development opportunities for physios and other healthcare professionals who are looking for good quality PD and can do it from the comfort of their own home in their pajamas if they wish. I've heard all sorts of good feedback from people who have taken some of the Medbridge courses, and I can say that having been on the other side of that, doing the filming, putting the courses together, putting the questions together, these folks do a bang-up job. One of the highest quality sites for professional development that I've seen. We have 3 courses on there now. We've got one. I've got one that I did on comprehensive pain assessment, and then Jim and I sort of tag teamed on 2 courses for whiplash assessment and treatment. Anyway, the only reason I'm telling you this is because apparently, as a result of doing this, I was eligible for this program, this affiliates program, where I'm able to provide a discount code to anyone who wants to go and subscribe and get access to some of these courses through Medbridge. So I figure it seems like a bit of a win-win. I'm happy to provide this code. I think I get a few dollars back every time you use it, but I'm just looking at the basics, and it looks like you can get a 12-month subscription to Medbridge that would normally run you $425 for $200. That's over 50% off. Seems like a fairly good deal, and all I need to do is punch in the code. I'm going to go and find that code. I'm going to stick it in the section down here below the video. So yeah, anyway, go give it a shot. If you do, let me know. I'd love to hear what your experiences were with that. Second thing I want to talk about today is a little project that I guess, different colleagues have been working on over the past year or so, and we're calling it the Good Physio Project, for lack of a better term. And it grew out of recognition that we're not really sure what makes a good physio, especially at the academic level when we're looking for students to admit into our program. It's hard to know exactly what kinds of qualities we should be looking for. I think we all sort of have a sense, kind of an intuitive sense of what makes a good clinician. But traditionally, we've really focused a lot on previous academic achievement, marks, GPA, that sort of thing, some volunteer experience and whatnot. So anyway, I set out, along with a couple of colleagues, to try and capture what it might mean to be a good physio and what those qualities are when you think about a good clinician. So over the past year, anytime I've done a course or a talk at a conference, the first thing I've done is I've asked the audience to pull out their cell phones and text to me the top 5 qualities they think of when they think of someone who's a good clinician. This could be themselves, it could be a mentor, someone maybe that they've actually seen in the past as a patient, that sort of thing. Think about the qualities of what makes that person good. Anyway, I've done this many times now. I've asked, I'm sure, over 300 people, and from that I've gotten several different qualities. We're up to 400 different qualities that have come through. And so I take those and I do a little what's called a descriptive thematic analysis. Basically, I look for sort of emerging themes within the qualities that people send to me, and then I try to put them together in a way that makes sense. And I thought this was sort of interesting. I'm going to try and share this to you. Now, this is a little bit low-tech here, because I'm just going to flip the camera around. You're going to get to see parts of my office here, but if we take a look at this this picture here on my computer, and again, I'm going to put a link to this. I've actually got a link to the a news piece on this on the lab's website. What I find interesting is that of the different qualities we've got, 5% related to strong technical clinical skills, 9% of those related to being knowledgeable and evidence-based. So that's 14% total of the sort of, the instrumental skills side of things, which leaves 86% for going somewhere beyond just how good you are with these things. Some of the other examples of domains that we've got would be things like empathic and understanding, self-aware and reflective, excellent communication skills, being able to connect with patients on a more personal level, engendering trust, being flexible and creative, being caring and present. Shouldn't really be a surprise, to be honest. I mean, I don't find this shocking or anything, and you may not either. What I think is interesting about this, though, is if these are the qualities that clinicians are telling us are important in other clinicians, where are the opportunities for people to develop these other 86% of interpersonal skills? We've got lots of opportunities to develop our technical, instrumental skills. And listen, it may well be, I mean, this is not a formal research study. People may have been biased in their responses because they were coming to my sessions anyway, who knows? It may also be that, well, maybe they're saying, instrumental skills aren't the be-all and end-all. When they're not present, they're a really big deal, right? I mean, if a clinician doesn't even know what they're doing, that's a pretty big deal. So, maybe there's sort of this baseline assumption that, okay, well, if people are already good clinically, sort of with their hands or their technical skills, what else are they doing? So I don't want to try and read too much into this, but the point being here, it's pretty overwhelming. Clinicians are saying that a good clinician is somebody who is not only strong technically, but also strong interpersonally. And when I look through our academic curricula, not just here at my own university, but at other universities across the country, when I look across opportunities for continuing professional development, that's not to say that these sort of interpersonal skills workshops don't exist, but they're much, much fewer than are the instrumental technical skills development opportunities. And that feels to me like a bit of a mismatch. So I'm going to continue to work on this. We've got a couple big projects planned for next year to try and tease this out a little bit further, see what patients think makes a good clinician. So that's all in the works. We've a little teaser here. We'll be maybe coming to your hometown if you live in Canada, perhaps next year, and trying to get some information on this directly from you and from your patients. But I'll more on that later. So for now, a little bit to think on, and we'll see you next time.